y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's me, it's your girl, it's Sherry Monique. Hey brown girl beauties, how y'all doing on today? Welcome to another week. Listen, this is not a motivational video. This is not a motivational video. It might be motivational. It's not a motivational video. This is real raw, real survival, my life right now, survival video. This is a survival video, and I really try to always show up transparent, with the good, the bad, the ugly. And a lot of times people, they like to share their stories for when life is great now, and then they share their story when life is good, and then they share from that when they were homeless up until now, life is good, I'm doing great type deal. But I like to be transparent and in the moment, because this is my right now life. This is not my right now life. This is not me going through what I went through last year, and now things are good, and now I'm being transparent and talking about it. But I try to be transparent in the moment. So with the good, the bad, the ugly, the embarrassment of, and here's the thing, I'm not embarrassed about my situation, but I'm not happy about it either. But I don't allow my situation to make me feel as if I shouldn't share, because this is real life of what I'm dealing with, this is real life of what I'm dealing with. There was a time before July of 2024 last year, to where I had the 9 to 5, I had my own place to live. I wasn't wanting for money, I wasn't out here homeless or any of that, had my vehicle or whatever, me and my kids living in our place, living life. They were in the schools that they were going, in the schools that they really enjoyed, and I was doing my thing, right? And then things happen to where I end up homeless. Right? I've been living in a hotel for the last 28 days. The last 28 days I have been living in a hotel room. The last 2 nights I slept in my car. The last 2 nights I slept in my car, because every day, all of those days of me Uber driving, Lyft driving, me trying to make sure that I'm like, every day, God, let me make enough money to be able to reserve or book the room again for another night, right? And I did that until I couldn't do that no more, right? 28 days of doing that, lifting, Ubering, that ain't really bringing in what it needs to bring in, especially in the area that I'm in. And I just did that until I can do it no more, right? The last 2 nights, sleeping in my car. Me and my kids, we slept in our car, right? This has become the center of my life. This has become the center of my life, not my dreams, not my goals, not the sheet collection, not my purpose, right? Not even creating my purpose. I feel like my purpose has been sharing my real life, being transparent, and how I'm trusting God in the midst of these hard times and these challenging times, to encourage and help another woman, right? But even that hasn't been the center of me, of my life right now. Trying to make sure I got my video uploaded or whatever. And I was like, listen, I just don't. I'm thinking about that. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep continuing to make the videos, because I'm out here just trying to survive another night. I'm trying to make it through another day, right? And I've been doing my YouTube channel for a while now. I really have been pouring into it for a couple of years now, and I'm just not getting the views. I'm not getting the views, but that's another video for another day, right? I've been praying. I don't know, I'm praying and kind of seeing how God's gonna lead me to kind of just let the channel go, keep the videos up that I got, and kind of just let it go, because I just don't, with everything that I'm dealing with, I just don't know. I don't know if what I'm doing is what God's will is for me, because it just seems like everything that I'm doing, nothing is working out. So I have been questioning and I have been asking God, is what I'm doing even your will? Because I've been going at this thing for a couple of years now. Even my sheet collection, the journals. I said, God, I've been consistent and been going at putting everything that I can into the sheet collection, the journals, promoting, trying to market, and all of that stuff. And I'm still not seeing even that come to a different place or whatnot. And I know it takes time for things to grow or whatnot, but I'm just like, I've been questioning, I've been asking God, like, is what I'm doing the right thing? Like, is what I'm doing what you is that my purpose? Is that what you put inside of me to do? Because it just seems like nothing is working. I'm out here scrambling, looking for jobs, nothing is coming of that, so it's just a lot of questions that's going on right now. But yeah, so I've been scrambling, looking for jobs. I've been scrambling, looking for calling shelters, right? Only to hear the same thing over and over again. I keep hearing the same thing over and over again. Oh, we're full. There's a wait list. We can't help you. There's so many resources. I got this pamphlet of resources that the Department of Public Services gave me, right? I've been calling the last couple of days, calling these numbers that's going through here, diligently calling the numbers that's through. You won't even believe how many disconnected numbers is in this pamphlet. Disconnected numbers in the pamphlet. Some numbers will give you an option to leave a voice message or whatnot, and then there's a couple of numbers in here that saying, oh, the voice box is full or whatever, right? But I came across many more disconnected numbers, and I'm like, wow, why are they giving out these resource pamphlets to where the numbers are disconnected? They give websites. I go to the websites on them for them to tell me that the application is full, or the application is, we're not accepting new applications. I'm like, why would they give all these resources out and know that these resources aren't good anymore? Like, that don't make no sense to me. But anyways, that's just a little bit of what I've been dealing with, trying to find a shelter, trying to find resources to get myself out of this, a start to be able to get myself out of this situation, right? And I'll be honest, I don't even understand how I got here. I don't understand how I got here. People say stay encouraged, but encouragement feels like a luxury when you're in survival mode. I can't focus. I can't think long term because my mind is constantly saying, where am I going to sleep? My mind is constantly saying, what if nothing works out? My mind is constantly saying, how much longer can I keep doing this? And no, I don't feel inspired. I don't feel strong. I don't feel hopeful, right? But here's what I'm learning in real time. Sometimes keeping going, it doesn't look like faith-filled confidence. Sometimes it looks like getting up anyway. Sometimes it looks like making one more call. Sometimes it looks like taking one more step, even while you crying. Keeping going doesn't mean that you're okay. It means that you're still breathing, right? It means that you're still breathing. Keeping going, it means that you're still showing up. It means that you're still choosing not to quit, even when quitting feels easier. Hear me when I say it. I asked God, how did I end up here? That's been the ongoing question. Every day I wake up, how did I get here? How did I get here? But But what I do know is that God is not offended by my exhaustion. He's not disappointed in my questions, and he's not absent just because my life feels unstable. The Bible says the Lord is close to the brokenhearted, not the put together, not the ones who have it all figured out, the brokenhearted. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. So if you're watching this and your life feels like survival mode right now, it feels like you're surviving right now. If you're tired of hearing trust God when you're trying to survive the night, hear me clearly when I say this. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human. You are human. Today, keep going might only mean drink some water. Today, keep going might only mean make one call. Today, keep going might mean sitting in your car and breathing, or choosing to see tomorrow. But guess what? That counts. That counts. That counts. That counts. Period, point blank. If all you got in you is to get up and make one call, that counts. If all you got in you is to get up and go check out one resource, or to get on your computer and check out one website that you was given, that counts. I don't have a breakthrough story yet. I don't have a breakthrough story yet. I don't have a testimony with a bow on it, but I'm still here. I'm still here. And every day I'm looking like I don't know how I'm still here, but I'm still here. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough for today. Shee. So if you're surviving too, you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm being open and transparent about my real life and what I'm dealing with today. This ain't no cap, no none of that. Listen, I got my stuff in my trunk right now. You can see it. You can see all my stuff packed in. This is the stuff that's not in storage or whatever. This is like our clothes and stuff, like some of our clothes and stuff. I got stuff all in my front seat right over here. I got stuff piled up right here behind me. So this is not nothing. This ain't not, listen, this is my right now. This is my right now. So hear me when I say it. If you are surviving, you are not alone in this. And this season will not get the final say. This season will not get the final say. Listen, we keep going. We keep going. Not because it's easy, but because our lives are worth it. Period, point blank. That's what I got for you on today. That's what I got for you on today. Listen, thank y'all so much for tapping in. Thank you so much for tapping in. Thank you so much for just taking a moment to just listen. Listen, I didn't get on here for no pity party, no none of that. I just wanted to share. I just wanted to share my real life of what I'm dealing with, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. I don't know if I'm not hearing God or what, but I'm like, God, I need you to say something to me, and I need you to make it clear and plain. Like, what am I missing in this? And even going, some people have said, some people have even said to me, maybe you should consider going somewhere else. But how do I uproot my kids again? Like, I have to think about all of that. Uproot my kids again, pull them out of another set of schools that they are liking, uproot them again to go where? To go to another state and don't have a job? I've done some interviews in a different state that I'm really interested in if something was to open up, if a job was to open up, I would make that move or whatnot. But the interviews that I had, they didn't turn out the way that I needed to. But some people have said, consider moving to another state. How do I uproot my kids again, pull them out of schools that they are just becoming to like, just got them to a place to where they're getting comfortable and they're starting to like their schools, this, that, and the other, to uproot them again to go somewhere else and I have nothing there. I be in the same situation that I'm in here with no place to live, no job, and then I'm in a whole new state and I have to figure out, like, I have to get to know and figure out everything. So just upping and going to another state when you don't have nothing there that you're going through, that's a lot to take on, especially when I have kids. If it was just me, I probably would have been out of California by now if it was just me or whatnot. But I have kids that I have to think about too. So, and to uproot them, like this is affecting them too or whatnot. So I just have to think about all of that. I have to think about all of that or whatnot. But that's it. That's all. That's just a little bit of what I'm been going through these last couple of days. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying not to snap. I'm trying to stay on my knees, praying in my quiet time, putting on my gospel music. But I'm just like, God, I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know what I'm missing and why it seems like I'm still in this state to where nothing is developing, nothing is turning around for the positive for me. Not even 1 inch of something is turning around for the positive. I just don't know. It just seems like it's getting worser. That's what it feels like. It feels like my situation is getting worser or whatnot. Doing all that I can. I'm running out of resources. Yeah. But anyways, that's what I got. Listen, thank y'all so much for tapping in. Like the video. Like the video. Subscribe to this is what Brown Girl Beauty is all about over here. This is what Brown Girl keeping it real raw, sharing from a real place. Being very transparent. Listen, subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. Thank y'all so much for listening on today. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video.